118 is here, and I am playing on the Challenges Survival World. Now, I want to do a bit of exploring today to see some of the new terrain. I also AFK'd, and I got all this dried kelp smelted up. But yeah, it's going to be a good day. I got a challenge from a friend. So I asked TreeMuffins, and he said to turn my dirt house into a mansion. So I'm going to be improving the dirt house today into a bit more of a dirt mansion. I also asked Colombian Toad, the original creator of the dirt house for the first 10 episodes idea, if I was allowed to use glass panes in my house. He said, yeah, that is all good. So I can actually have some windows and it won't look 100% awful. I'm going to need to collect a lot of dirt for that. I might wander off into the distance and just create a big hole. Now I can get lots of stuff. I think I want to take that down a bit further, do a bit of mining. Definitely need to get more coal. Because although I've got 42 blocks of dried kelp, it's, you know, could have more. I've got no idea where I'm going to start, to be honest. I'm going to start out by doing some of the collection of dirt, and that'll just be montage quickly, because I don't want to show, you know, 5 hours of me. It's not going to take 5 hours, obviously, but I don't want to show an hour of me just collecting dirt. Oh god, I think I'm about the same speed as this zombie. Oh, and he jumped over the block. That's not fair. That should be enough dirt for the moment. And I think I've got a general idea of what I want to make this look like. I know it's going to look bad anyway, because of my building skills, but it's going to look even worse with dirt. So hopefully I can make something that looks half decent. And that's all I need to do. That's all I need to do to be proud of myself. Build a half decent dirt shack. I need to remember that getting low is actually very, very risky because of the really bad healing from kelp. I'm just going to run inside. I'm just going to run inside, then I'll deal with these after I've healed. I mean, let's have a look at this healing. It's going to be really bad. And it takes 8. Oh, okay, it does about 1.5 hearts, then slows down. I'm surprised I can sleep. I can hear zombies right next to me. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is fill in this, like, pond just behind the house. That's going to be in the way of what I want to build. I'm just running about trying to think of how I'm going to do this and destroying some grass. Already wasted a lot of dirt doing this, just filling in a hole. That's annoying. I want to fill it in properly, but I don't have running water sounds underneath my house. I use way too much dirt on this hole. It'll be worth it in the long term, I hope. I'm destroying my house. I need to destroy this, and yeah. I don't want to expand too far that way, because I don't want to dig too much into that hill. And also my mine was going to go right there. That's rather annoying that I have to expand now. But I'll do it. I want to start out with a basic structure, and I can add on to the structure. Yeah, I've got no idea how this is going to go. I think I'm going to start out, I'm just going to make a box. I'm just going to make a box, because I can change the shape of the box when I want to. It can all be fine. Okay, well this is a slight problem. This is a slight problem indeed. Starts about here. Okay, that's a very slight problem. I thought it was going to go right out into that deep section. I want to have, I don't know how to describe it, the circular, like the semicircle thing of windows you sometimes get on the front of houses where it sticks out a bit. And I made it perfect for a one door thing. That'll be good. I've been watching a few building videos today because I'm working on a different video, but I've watched a few videos related to building, so I've probably come at least slightly prepared to make this dirt house. I'm gonna have this be an upstairs balcony type area, and I'm gonna want this as a support. That's gonna go there. Yeah, that's 3 high, that'll be good. That's gonna come out to here. I'm fairly confident the building doesn't have to be completely dirt, but it has to be mostly dirt, so I'm gonna try and use the dirt as much as I can. The actual wall line is going to be here. This is just a sticky out bit on the front of the house for window purposes. Does it need to go? It's going to need to go there and there. I'm going to start to smelt some glass to make some panes to see what looks good and what doesn't. I'm just thinking about the pure fact of this house is made of dirt, and normally framing you do with like wood. That's a common thing to do the frame with. This house is going to be amazing. It just doesn't look right at all. And also I'm going to need to re-destroy all this because it's turned into grass. Unless the grass does disappear when it's under dirt now. It did a minute ago. Gonna do it again. Does it just take time? Okay, that's good. I'm not going to need to destroy the bottom layer because over time the grass just disappears. I'm going to have one of these walls be a glass window. Maybe this one because it's got a nice view out onto that ocean. And I'm going to have this side have a doorway. I kind of wish it was a two big doorway, but it's going to have to be a one big doorway. This is the part that's going to be a window. So I'm going to go and I'm going to grab some glass, make some glass panes now. Only going to make 16 for now. It's already starting to look good. You know, I might be able to... I think I can get away with making this a too big doorway because that third block on this side was just the framework type of stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Put two nice doors there. Throw this door on the front. That's annoying. That's a waste. Unless... my silk touch golden hoe. I kind of like it with the glass panes, but I think the front needs to be a regular glass block so I can get the shape I'm looking for. I'm looking for more of that kind of, more of this curve. I'm just so surprised. It goes to show that even if you're building out of dirt, if you have even any clue of what you're doing with building, or if you, like me, have watched a few building videos earlier on in the day, you can build something that resembles a good looking house. It just takes that bit of knowledge of what to do, which luckily I found out earlier today. Do I want this pillar here? Bish, bash, bosh. I now have more dirt. Is that enough dirt? Yeah, that'll last me a bit longer. Just in case those bish, bash, bosh didn't sound good together, I'm going to say bish, bash, bosh a few times, just so you can bish, bash, bosh. Drag them into the correct places so it sounds good together. And don't leave me saying bish, bash, bosh 1,000 times in. You'd think that rain would be quite a big problem for someone living in a dirt house. But no, over in Minecraft it's fine. I don't know how big I want to make these windows. Helpful if I could reach the glass for a start. I have to destroy that pillar in a minute. I don't think it's part of the house. I think 3 blocks high is good. That is looking good to me. Make a temporary staircase. I don't know if I want to have the top of the window be flush with the window, or if I want to have it stick out a bit. That looks a lot nicer. I think having the window being more inset from the rest of the house, it looks good. I think it looks good. I can have a little archway there, give it a bit of depth, climb back up the staircase, go to the other side, do the same thing. I mean, it really does not look great, but it's not awful. And I would also really like if I had some actual stuff in front of the house to make it look like it makes sense. At least somewhat makes sense. And then I'm gonna put stairs there. I'm gonna put real stairs there because it doesn't have to be 100% dirt, just mostly dirt. And there you go. Looks better already. I'm also gonna put stairs on the inside. Gonna throw out one stair there to get it out of my inventory and out of the way. Okay, right. That can't be there. That doesn't make sense there. But it kind of makes the wall look flat here. Because of the windows being high up, the next floor also has to be 1 block higher, which means this is a bit low, unfortunately. I can fix that, just going up 1 block. Then to make that make sense with this, I have to move all this framing up as well a bit. I'm gonna sleep and try and get rid of this rain. I am starting to wonder if trying to do this frame, yeah, no, it's overall it's gonna be worth it. Just to add something, just to add a bit of depth to the building, because it would be so flat. It would be just too flat if I didn't have it. I'm just going to finish off fixing this framing on all the sides. Okay, I fixed the, what's it called? I fixed the framing around the edges, and I'm going to have to do something to fix this looking so flat. But I don't know what, I don't know when, but I'm going to have to do something at some point. I'm just going around the top, adding a layer, so I know where the actual floor is going to be, because this is gonna be the wall, and that's the framing on the outside, so I don't want to build on top of that. And I also filled in the rest of this. I've got no idea what I'm doing, making a dirt house, but I'm sure it's going to be all good. Just going to make a little walk around the edges at least. I mean, it's a dirt house, you can't expect it to look great. Adding some blocks to the corners, just so it isn't so square, that will help. I mean, yeah, doesn't look bad. It does look bad, it's a dirt house, what am I saying? But for a dirt house, this looks amazing. I don't know if I want to put a window on this side of the house because it looks straight into that. Straight into this. Oh my god, building a dirt house is so difficult. In fact, no, building a house, just building in general is difficult. So it looks fine from the outside, but because I had to move the pillar because it looked off, it now looks broken on the inside. I just want a symmetrical house. Okay, well, I've decided that I'm going to destroy the house and start again. Now, the house that I build is going to be pretty much the same as this, but it's just going to be better. Right, I am back, and I have, for the most part, fixed the house, so I'm happy with it. Slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. It just looks slightly better. I need to build the roof, and I'm pretty sure we're going to need a second floor, because I think the challenge was to create a dirt mansion, so it definitely can't have a bungalow. I don't know exactly where I want the staircase, but I know it's going to be along this wall. I think it'll just be something like that. Maybe even too thick. I need to decide what I'm going to do with this balcony type thing. I think I'm going to have a barrier around the edge. I'm going to put some slabs around the edge, but then there's no point in really having the dirt here. I'm going to remove the dirt here. I changed my mind about this. The slabs will to properly see over the edge, but I may as well just not have the dirt. I might have a big glass well, obviously a glass window. I was thinking a big window on this side so you can see out into the ocean. But now I'm just giving it a basic shape. Just a big box, and hopefully I don't need to destroy any of this to remodel it. I don't think I will, and I've already started, so I may as well finish it. I'm sure I won't regret it in the future, right? That's when you would just insert the clip of me regretting it in the future. This top floor is just an observation deck at this point. It's got a window on pretty much every single wall. I mean, it certainly isn't a great house, but it is a house. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. It's made out of dirt, and I'm not a great builder, but this, for what it is definitely not the worst thing in the world. This is such an ugly roof. I know it's going to be an ugly roof, but it's what I've got. It's what I've got to work with, so I won't complain about it too much. My house simultaneously looks absolutely god-awful and kind of good at the same time. I'm quite proud of what I've done. It was a difficult challenge to do, but I've made it here. I've made it this far. It's not terrible. It really isn't terrible. I mean, I'm definitely keeping this after the challenge finishes, and I'm just gonna move into a new house that doesn't look completely awful. But now that I've finished that, I want to either go exploring or do some mining. And I can't be bothered to do any mining at the moment, so I'm gonna go exploring. I should have a boat around here. I found some coal. Funnily enough, coal is what I needed. Okay, I've got a few questions. The first one being, what do you call this? There's just floating stone. Yay! I found that... First of all, I found that very, very quickly. Okay, well that's a nice ship to find. Right on the surface of the water, easy to get to. Hopefully it's got the good chest in, and not the bad chest. Or else I'll be a bit more sad about this. Wonder if it's got either chest, actually. Oh, got the good chest. I think this must be new terrain. I think I must be in the new terrain chunks. I don't know, it just looks... Maybe I'm expecting it to look different, so I'm seeing... Okay, no, this must be new, right? Yes, this is so cool. This just is so cool. It's got an overhang over a river. It may only be a small chunk of the river, but this stuff is so cool, and you can build so many cool buildings here. Mountains. Just look at how cool that is. And it's not just normal Minecraft cool, it's better generated. This update so far, from what I've seen, really cool. With the fog in the distance, it just looks... again, I'm saying it again, it just looks really, really good. It just looks amazing. It looks so beautiful, so fantastic, so delightful. And this is what was below me. And I had no idea. Oh my god, look how deep that goes. If this isn't as good as I thought it was, I'm going to go back. I will go into that cave. That pit. That deep, dark, black pit of death. That's where I'll go. Okay, there are too many mobs just appearing from nowhere. Well, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I think this is the coral that's near my base. Just as the sun goes down, I'll be getting back home. Hopefully. Yep. There you go. Anyway, get inside the house, go to sleep. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this absolute abomination being created, and me saying that's cool about 1,000 times while exploring. But, yep, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.